If Paul was writing about the works of the flesh today, how would he describe them? Let's walk through them one by one. I'll name them first, then explain what they look like in our world. Sexual immorality, impurity, debauchery. Today, that sounds like hookup culture, treating people like profiles, swipe, match, use, repeat. Calling it no strings attached, but quietly collecting soul ties and regrets. Using someone's body as a temporary fix for loneliness or boredom instead of giving your body as a gift inside real covenant love. Idolatry. Today, idolatry is not just statues and shrines. It's making a god out of your image, your career, your money, your relationship, your hustle. It's whatever you say, I must have this or my life is over. It's checking your notifications more than you check your heart and letting likes and follows tell you how much you're worth. Witchcraft. Today, witchcraft is not only spells and potions, it's trusting in crystals, horoscopes, tarot cards, and the universe to give you what only God can give: identity, direction, protection, and peace. It's saying, I don't need a lord, I just need energy, vibes, and manifestation. It's trying to control spiritual realities without submitting to a spiritual king. Hatred and discord. Today, that looks like constant drama, living offended, cutting people off instead of working things out, seeing everyone who disagrees with you as an enemy, always ready for a fight, never ready for forgiveness. Jealousy. Today, jealousy is scrolling social media and silently asking, why them and not me? It's not just wanting what they have, it's resenting that they have it. Smiling on the outside, but shrinking on the inside every time God blesses someone else. Fits of rage. Today, rage is road rage, keyboard rage, gaming rage. Going from calm to screaming because someone cut you off, disagreed with your opinion, or made a small mistake. It's when a minor inconvenience unlocks a major explosion because your heart is already overloaded. Selfish ambition. Today, selfish ambition sounds like, I'll do whatever it takes to get ahead, even if it means lying a little, exaggerating a little, stepping on people, using people. It's chasing success so hard that you don't notice who you're hurting, including yourself. Dissensions and factions. Today, that's the us versus them mentality, splitting churches, families, and friend groups into sides. My tribe is always right. Your tribe is always wrong. No listening, no humility, just echo chambers, church splits, blocked numbers, and group chats on fire. Envy. Today, envy is deeper than jealousy. Jealousy says, I want what you have. Envy says, I don't want you to have it at all. It's being unable to celebrate others. It's secretly hoping their relationship fails, their business collapses, their moment in the spotlight ends, so you can feel better about your own life. Drunkenness and orgies. Today, that's not just wild parties, it's a lifestyle of numbing. Drinking to forget, getting high to escape, chasing one more party, one more weekend, one more experience, so you don't have to sit alone with your soul. It's using substances, scenes, and screens to silence a pain that only God can heal. And then Paul adds, and things like these. In other words, anything that feeds the flesh at the expense of your soul. Anything that uses people instead of loving them. Anything that replaces God with a cheaper God that can't save you. And after listing them, he gives this warning. I warn you, as I did before, that those who live like this will not inherit the kingdom of God. In today's terms, if you build your life on these things, you will not inherit peace. You will not inherit wholeness. You will not inherit the deep, steady joy your heart is craving. You'll have noise, but not peace. You'll have moments, but not meaning. You'll have stimulation, but not satisfaction. So if Paul was writing today, I think he'd say this: these are not random rules. This is a diagnosis. This is what a soul looks like when it's running away from God. And the good news is, if there is a diagnosis, there is also a cure.